tonight's celebration. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, Your Majesty. Oh, Your Highness. Oh, Your Royal Pain in my dustpan. Oh, don't go getting your ruffles all wrinkled. Well, you are dismissed. Oh, you don't want to dismiss me, your ladyship. You don't want to dismiss me. I know too much. Remember? Very well, you may stay. Oh, poor Lady Millicent. The city scene set in her silly. Oh, not me. I'm glad the Rutherfords decided to take me to their uptown residence. You know, us West End girls, we need a break every once in a while.
Get back here! Get back here, dog you! I got you now, you writhing, fluttering thing, you!
Mister, you know me so well, and we haven't even met yet.
My dear lady, I'm Wendell Weedle.
Oh, Ruby Pinkbottom, at your service. Say, what are you doing after this shindig tonight?
I beg your pardon?
What do you say, me and you go polish the Big Apple?
Hush the Big Apple.
Yes, I would take that.
Millicent! So sorry I'm late. I was chasing the square and drove by the cops and I got this. It gave me the run of my life.
Well, yes, join the festivities, won't you?
Oh, what a jolly good idea!
I'll take this amended for you. Looks like it's got a few holes. Oh, Ruby.
Mother, I can't find my diamond bracelet. One dad bought for me. Where'd you get it? Don't jewelry box. I looked everywhere and I simply can't find it.
Well, I can't believe you lost a diamond bracelet. Can you believe she lost diamonds? Well, come along and I can help you find it. Oh, but you're really impossible. I just don't know now. Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Oswald, Lord of Rutherford.
Oh, thank you. Where's the high priestess?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Millicent.
Oh, Oswald, you're on time this year.
I was hoping the shock would kill you. Oh, just too long to take care of business.
Oh, yes, will. Tell me, how was your trip to Savannah?
Oh, profitable.
And who has Rutherford Tea and Spice managed to destroy this month?
That is no longer your business.
Yes, well, you're in the front room this year. Ruby will take up your bags.
Where is my brother?
Oh, over here.
Where?
Over here.
Over where?
Over here.
Millicent, you lost weight.
Tell me, Oswald, why are you wearing those ridiculous dark glasses?
This year I'm blind.
Blind? Lord Oswald.
Well, you remember last year was the heartbreak of psoriasis. And the year before that, it was shingles. Oh, Ruby, fetch my bag. I have a present for you. It's anatomically correct and battery operated. It's always a bust. Let's see.
What's that, Lord Oswald?
That's to protect me from Millicent. Oh, there it is. The key to a young woman's heart.
Oh, heart. Come on, Uncle Oswald. I'll show you upstairs.
You do know how to use one, don't you?
Millicent, have you seen Sarah?
What?
Oh, there's a phone call for her.
Oh, I can hear the telephone ring.
Well, it's on the upstairs line.
The upstairs line hasn't worked for weeks.
Oh, it was repaired this morning.
Well, Sarah's somewhere getting ready.
Okay, thank you.
I guess she'll be arriving soon.
Yeah, I am here.
Oh,
Introduce me, please.
ladies and gentlemen.
A proper introduction, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the Rutherford House this 15th day of March from Baden-Baden, West Germany, the Baroness Greta von Kiefsen from Sloppen. The Baroness Greta von Kiefsen from Sloppen.
Flopen!
The Baroness Greta von Kiefsen from Sloppen.
Das ist better. Yes, I am the Baroness Greta von Kiefsen from Flopen. Well traveled, Bella, well-endowed. I, like all of you tonight, am here in honor of the late Wilhelm Rutherford, who died 5 years ago tonight on the pink satin sheets of the bed upstairs. How do I know the color of the sheets? Wilhelm was a patron of mine dogs. And where is the grieving widow? Opening a Swiss bank account.
Greta, I don't believe you were invited to tonight's celebration.
Oh, dear Millicent. I wouldn't have missed this for all the tea and the Rutherford House.
Helen is ready. Did your husband die?
Millicent, you're in rare form.
That's a pretty rare form than inflated form.
Millicent, your bite is unusually venomous this evening. You been cuddling a cobra?
Oh, get out of my personal life.
No, Millicent, I've only begun to rattle the bones which will destroy the Rutherford Empire.
I'm warning you.
Do not warn me. I have 2 words for you, Millicent. They are happy birthday.
Oh, your ladyship. Don't give that dirty old windbag in mind. Ruby, introduce me. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady of the house would like to speak with you. I give you Millicent Lady Rutherford.
Thank you. As you know, tonight is the 5th
and final celebration of the death of my husband, William. A celebration William requested in his will. It was 5 years ago tonight that William died while in a road of passionate lovemaking. We had just returned from the opera Carmen. William wanted to be happy. I'm going to sing. Then, we went out the road for the long way to there. I stopped. I glanced at an era. Something in him began to give way. Music increased, tempo increased, and Williams would not keep up. And on his final chord, he died.
Ladies and gentlemen, such a tragedy that on the evening of the 5th anniversary of her father's death, poor Sarah Rutherford should perish. But allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wendell Weedle, B.A., M.A., Ph.D., P.I. I assisted the New York City Police Department in several noteworthy cases last year. And as an expert on the medieval period, it would seem to me that such dark ages have descended upon us once again. Yes, this crime was a disturbing and heinous one. And I will do everything in my power to right this evil deed. But I'll need your help. So, tell me, who was away at the cocktail reception at the time of the murder?
I was.
There's your murderer, Wendell. It all fits. The shooting lessons last spring, the resentment towards her sister Sarah, and of course, William's will.
Sad Miss Millicent. It's no time to play the Wicked Witch.
Wicked? Who are you calling wicked?
All right, ladies, stifle. This isn't getting us anywhere. Now, Camille, where were you when the shots were fired?
I was upstairs in the ladies' bathroom.
Did you hear them?
Yes, I did hear them.
Then why are you appearing only now?
Because, Mommy dearest, there are some things you just can't interrupt.
I will never forgive you if you are responsible for my daughter's death.
I'm your daughter, too.
Unfortunately.
Camille, sit down, please. Now, what is that?
What?
That!
We want to be alone.
Oswald, get out of here! Both of you!
It was so much fun noshing Miss Ozzy in the closet.
Oswald, could you please introduce me to your friend?
What? You missed my introduction earlier, maybe? I am the Baroness Greta von Keeps 'em from Floppen.
The Baroness Greta von Keeps them from flopping.
Open!
Right, sorry. Flopping. Now, what were you two doing in the closet while a murder took place? Did you even hear the gunshots?
Well, I was giving Greta the tour of the home, and she was giving me...
Ozzy, let me explain, darling. You see, what was your name?
Wendell Weedle, P.I.
Wendell Weedle. How cute. What is PI?
Private investigator?
Gestapo! Anyway, your friend and I were engaged in a very popular German game. I used to play it with all the American soldiers stationed in West Germany. It is called Sink the Bismarck.
You see, my Bombay doors were open and I was going in for the attack.
American men are so wonderful.
Marvelous.
Including my dear William, right, Greta?
Millicent, your dear Wilhelm was no common soldier. He was a 5-star general.
Greta, you're not an invited guest. Why don't you just leave?
No, Millicent, calm down.
I will leave when we
Sink the Bismarck.
Anne Herman, what are you doing?
I'm trying to shoot pigeons. Sarah told me she wanted poultry for supper tonight.
Sarah's dead, Aunt Herman.
Why didn't she tell me? I wonder stood outside all that time shooting at things that won't stand still.
Is this your Aunt Millicent?
She's my aunt, a Rutherford. Her name's Hermione, but she goes by Herman.
Herman?
Yes, what is it? Oh. I'm sorry, there'll be no poultry for dinner tonight. The darn things just won't stand still. Oh, Millicent, dear, when you see Sarah, will you please tell her there'll be no poultry for dinner?
Oh, I will, Aunt Herman.
Okay, I must go figure out something else for dinner. I'll be back shortly.
Does Hermione have a permit for that weapon?
Oh, if you'll excuse me, Aunt Hermione doesn't have a permit to be loose on the streets. Perhaps best to carry a handgun. Oh, you see, it seems that Aunt Hermione's cheese has fallen off of its cracker.
Well, thank you, Ruby. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some information to gather and several phone calls to make. Remember, you are all suspects until the murderer is apprehended. At this time, would you please open the first and only the first seal in your dossier? And now, Ruby has a few welcome words.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the second course is served.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got off the phone with the hospital. They informed me that Sarah Rutherford was pronounced dead on arrival from multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. Now, a ballistics report from the police has not yet been completed, but doctors are fairly certain that the bullets were fired from a .22 caliber handgun. Now, if you know guns, you know that a .22 is easily fired by a man or a woman. Now, I searched the entire upstairs for clues, since this is where I believe the killer watched Sarah as she made her descent. And I found a note. It reads, Dear Sarah, I can't stand it any longer. You must break your engagement immediately. I am warning you. I'll take drastic measures if you don't comply with my request. Signed, Larry Looselips. Mr. Looselips, would you please stand? I asked you to stand engaged woman, sorry. Sarah Rutherford, were you not? Her engagement to Cameron obviously angered you. Very much. Were you so angry that you killed her?
No.
And what did you mean when you said you would take drastic measures?
I would be upset, and I'd have to break him up myself.
Okay. You may sit. Thank you. Where's Cameron at? Camille, have you seen Cameron?
Have you tried checking Millicent's bedroom?
Jealous, dear?
We're like disgusted. Where's your Casanova du jour, Chadwick?
He'll be arriving tomorrow.
Oh. Well, for such a loose woman, she's certainly got a tight schedule.
That's it. I'll have no more of your condescending remarks in my house. Why don't you get out, both of you?
What? The truth too much outside of the bedroom, Millicent? It wasn't enough for you to undermine your daughter Sarah by sleeping with her fiancé, but now you have to embarrass her too?
Sit down, Camille.
No, you let me finish. Sarah may not be here to bear the brunt of your derogatory remarks any longer, but I am, and this is where it stops. I'm warning you, keep it up and you'll be sorry.
Ladies, please. This isn't helping us find the murderer.
No, but it's better than Dynasty. Bite your tongue, Baroness.
Now, Millicent, stay seated and leave the poor child alone.
Yeah, stay there and chew your lettuce.
I'm warning you. Do not warn me, Millicent. And what are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do to me, huh?
You don't want to find out. Oh.
Ladies, please. You must have decorum. Now sit down.
Mr. Weedle, look what I found!
Let me see it. It's a ransom note. It reads, comply or he'll die. Where'd you find it?
Well, it was in the parlor. Do you know while I was in there, William spoke to me? He said there'd be a tempest in the house tonight. I heard him say it.
Miss Rutherford.
Hurry.
Pardon. Did you see anyone leave the note?
No, but this little handkerchief was next to the note. It's a lovely little handkerchief.
It has initials embroidered on it. Would you be so kind to tell us what they are?
C-A-M.
C-A-M. Camille, is this yours?
Is it mine? No.
Does anyone else recognize it?
I don't recognize anything.
It is Cameron's.
How do you know?
He blew his nose with it earlier.
Millicent, can you confirm that it's Cameron's?
Yes, it's his.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, seems that we have a kidnapping on our hands. That of the murder victim's fiancé, Cameron Worthleston.
Chadwick.
What's going on? I see you have guests.
It's an anniversary party.
For whom? Sarah and Cameron haven't been married yet.
I'm afraid Sarah is dead and Cameron's been kidnapped.
And you, sir, are a suspect now.
I don't think so. I just arrived by taxi from the airport.
So sorry, darling.
Which airport?
It was Newark.
Newark, Wendell. You can never trust anyone that flies into Newark.
Oh, I fly into Newark every morning. Sometimes from Brooklyn and sometimes from Jupiter.
Millicent, just what is going on?
It's a reunion of the Addams family.
Anniversaries. What?
It's the anniversary of my husband William's death. You should know this.
I forgot.
William, oh William, I'm so glad you're back. William, I knew you'd come back. William, welcome back. William.
Madam, desist. Millicent.
Chadwick, why are you back early?
Ladies and gentlemen, please. I have a serious investigation to conduct. Thank you. Now, sir, what is your full name?
Chadwick Aloysius Sterling, Jr. And what's yours?
Wendell Weedle, P.I.
Wendell Weedle, P.I. Are you part of this elaborate joke to get me into her family?
Sir, I'm in charge here, in charge of a major murder kidnapping case in which you are now the prime suspect.
So sorry, darling.
That is a preposterous accusation. I've just arrived from London.
But Chadwick, why are you back early?
I'll tell you later.
Hello, Rutherford House. For whom are you calling? Oh, I have a call from Miss Annie Price. Annie Price, would you stand up, please? Oh, yes. Oh, my. Where are you?
Hello, Annie?
What have they done with you?
Annie, this is Cameron Worthelston.
Andy, who is it?
It's Cameron.
Cameron? Cameron? Cameron?
Annie, listen very carefully. I've been kidnapped.
He's been kidnapped. Don't do that.
They're holding me at gunpoint. My kidnappers won't release me.
What else? Who are they?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see them, but they say they're going to kill me unless everybody puts their money and all their jewelry in a bag and brings it to Bethesda Fountain in Central Park in 15 minutes. Oh, and don't forget Millicent's 10-carat diamond ring.
Don't forget Melissa's 10-carat diamond ring.
What a shame. He has to die.
Ah!
Hello? Hello? The line went dead.
Oh, Wendell, perhaps there's still hope if we can get enough cash and jewels from our guest to save him. Oh, Wendell, do something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not one that condones conceding to the wishes of kidnappers and terrorists. But let me ask you, who here would be willing to give up their cash and jewels to get Camden back?
I will. Donation.
cubic zirconia is going to get Camden.
Watch it, Beagle, or you're gonna be eating those jewels.
Sorry, Baroness, but facts are facts. Now, I'm going to contact the authorities and see if they've heard any word from Cameron or his kidnappers. In the interim, carry on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. You each received a piece of bribe money to bribe your favorite suspect this evening. Feel free to use that at any time. And now I bubble over with joy to announce the main court is heard.
Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Thank you. I would like to propose, first I would like to introduce someone. Well, as we all know, Faneuil Hall Marketplace is the third most visited pleasure spot in the world. I'd like to introduce the second, Millicent. Lady Rutherford.
Thank you all, and on behalf of the Rutherford family, welcome again. Today we lay the ashes of my dearly departed husband, Camden, to rest once and for all. It was the will of my husband that all of you, his friends, be invited here tonight, and that his will be read tonight. At this time, I give you my husband's brother, who so expeditiously took over the helm of Rutherford Key and Spice Empire when my husband died. The toast, Oswald.
Thank you. Everyone, I would like to propose a toast. Please raise your glasses. In 1880, when our great-great-grandfather, Charles Peter William, the first Earl Rutherford, put his first Rutherford tea bag into a teacup, little did we know, 204 years later, that the Rutherford name would still be in hot water worldwide. Now, yes, we did have to step on some toes to get where we are, but from London to Liverpool and from San Francisco to Stuyvesant Square, the Rutherford name is a household name.
Oh, do get on with it, Oswald.
Those of us that remain will remember how my brother William guided us for 25 years at the helm of the Rutherford Empire. To Lord Rutherford!
Lord Rutherford!
Oh.
Oswald, what's wrong?
Oh, 1970 died. A very bad year.
Oh, look, William! Look at all your friends that came to help you celebrate today. Oh, look, there's Lord Byron. Oh, and Lady Chatterley. Oh, and Mother Goose just laid an egg, and Humpty Dumpty's about to fall. Watch out, Humpty! Oh, William, do you remember that song I used to sing to you when you were a little boy? Would you like me to sing it to you now? You would? Chadwick,
stop her. She's embarrassing me.
Not hurting anything.
Look at her. She's destroying me.
Let me have William.
Oh,
Come on.
Okay, Mr. Sterling, I'll take it from here. And Hermione, it's time for our sedative.
Oh, do I have to?
Oh, yes, you do. Oh, here comes the plane. Open up the hangar.
Hey, Ruby, when you're done, pass that stuff around. We want to party too.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was just informed by a member of the staff that written on the ladies' room mirror in lipstick is the phrase, "I have waited 15 years for this." Now, I regret to be the bearer of bad news. However, it's been some time and we've not heard word from Cameron or his kidnappers, and the police have turned up nothing, so I regret to inform you that your unwillingness to give up your jewels and a sufficient amount of your cash probably cost him his life.
What you say is true. All killing tonight is through, except for one who's in this room. No one else will cause gloom or doom. Ooh.
Hermione, come back to us.
Oh, where was I?
Kmart.
How was it?
Cheap. Now, please, sit down before we mark you down.
Wendell, I believe it's time for the reading of the will.
Would the following beneficiaries please come forward? Millicent, Lady Rutherford. Oswald, Lord Rutherford. Camille Rutherford. Hermione Rutherford. And Miss Ruby Pinkfire. Is the last will and testament of William Edward Charles, the 5th Earl of Rutherford. I, William Edward Charles, being of sound mind and character, on this, the first day of June, 1982, do hereby make my last will and testament. Upon the occasion of my death, I bequeath the following to my younger brother, Oswald. I leave all of my business holdings, including my 50%. Yes, sorry, I can't read. 50% stock of Rutherford Tea and Spice. As for my monetary wealth, I place the following stipulation. Upon my death, my beneficiaries must, for 5 consecutive years, on the anniversary of my unfortunate demise, of a celebration in my honor, with a guest list comprised of the following names, which I won't read because we're all on it. I, William Edward Charles Rutherford, will be in attendance at these celebrations, as my ashes must remain in the Rutherford mansion in perpetuity to remind my family and my friends of me. On the day following the eve of the fifth and final celebration, my monetary wealth, estimated this year at $226 million, will be divided as follows. To my beloved wife, Millicent, I leave 30% of my fortune, provided that she follows my lawyer's instructions and does not remarry for 5 years following my death. Dear Millicent, little do you realize that I have always known how much you really care for me. To my 2 beautiful daughters, Sarah and Camille, I leave 60% of my wealth to divide between you. To my brother Oswald, 10% of my fortune to support his curious and kinky extracurricular activities.
Your mom!
To my dear Aunt Hermione, I leave the run of the mansion where she can reside to be comfortably supported by my wife for the rest of this lifetime. Should any of my beneficiaries, provided they are not married, precede the others in death, their share will be distributed to the first remaining beneficiary in the following order. First, to my wife Millicent. Second, to my daughter Sarah. Third, my daughter Camille. Fourth, my brother Oswald. And, God forbid, fifth, to my Aunt Herman. To our maid of many years, Miss Ruby Pinkbottom, I leave as a small token of my appreciation for her stimulating domestic services the pink satin sheets and king-sized waterbed. To Wendell Weedle, my friend and personal confidant, for his tedious, trivial tidbits on trips to Tanzania and his laborious lectures in the library, I leave nothing. Nothing!
Mr. Weedle, it's Cameron.
Cameron, look at you. Are you all right? Oh, thank God you're alive.
I just need a moment to breathe.
Oh, bring Cameron a chair.
Oh, thank you. I need a cigarette.
Oh, bring him a cigarette. Oh, here. You can have one of mine, queen size.
Thank you.
Take another drag.
Now, Mr. Worthless Step, I assume that you escaped from your kidnapper, so would you please fill us in on the details of that escape?
Oh, sure. Well, they tied me up and they threw me in a van.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it, a van. And then we drove for about 10 minutes. Then they had me make the phone call for ransom. Then we drove for about 15 more minutes. And then we stopped at a shopping mall. And when they left, I was able to escape my bonds, and I ran away.
Where was the shopping mall?
The Avenue.
The Avenue?
Yeah, Fifth Avenue. The Avenue, Fifth Avenue.
You get a license plate number?
No, I just ran.
You just ran.
I just ran.
Mr. Worthless, then. What did your kidnappers look like?
Well, the one was 50 to 55 years old and had a pleasant voice. I didn't see what he looked like.
Why not?
He abducted me from behind.
Well, he took you from behind.
Yes, he was very
How did
tall.
you know he was tall?
He had to be to abduct me, didn't he?
So, did your kidnappers, treat you or physically abuse you in any way?
Not really.
Pity. Young people don't know how to have fun anymore.
Oswald. Sit back down, please. Just a few more questions, Mr. Worthless, then. You and Sarah were engaged to be married, correct?
Yes.
When was the wedding?
Well,
You seem a little bit hesitant, Mr. Worthless. You know, I searched Sarah's bedroom after her murder, and I found this. Care to explain it?
looks like a ring.
What kind of ring?
It's a wedding ring. Hey, I could have been abducted and killed just now.
A wedding ring?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it's Sarah's wedding ring.
Oh.
We were, well, you're gonna find out anyway. We were secretly married this morning.
Oh. Mr. Worthington, why did you marry Sarah in secrecy?
Oh, well, in fact, it was her idea. She thought it would be more romantic that way. You know, like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yes, and I'm Hamlet's Ophelia. The most noble and most sovereign reason. Oh, woe is me to have seen what I have seen. Oh,
Come on, Ophelia. Let's go back to Elsinore.
oh yes, Hamlet's due back soon, and I must be composed.
The nunnery will bring you up in the morning, and you can decompose here. Carry on.
Thank you. So, you secretly married Sarah because she thought it to be romantic?
Yes.
No! You see, Window? He was entitled to 20% of Sarah's inheritance, whether she be alive or dead.
How do you know of this?
Because Sarah told me, of course.
Is this true, Mr. Worthliston?
Yes. Of course, and it's perfectly legal.
Did you know about this, Millicent?
I knew about the agreement. I did not know about the marriage.
Well, that'll be all for the moment, Mr. Worthliston. I am going to contact the police and inform them of your miraculous recovery.
Hey, Mr. Wendell, I think this is evidence or something.
Something.
Oh, I'm famished. Is there any food left?
Here you are, Cameron.
Oh, thank you. You're very nice.
Nice? You want nice? Why don't you meet me in the West Wing later and I'll show you nice. Well, folks, now if you will open the second and only the second seal on your dossier, I've got to go prepare for my twilight rendezvous. Maestro, how about something a little romantic? Still my aching heart. Well, I am, ma'am, you know that.
And who was responsible for the basic of the dinner?
Well, I am, ma'am.
And who was responsible for keeping her mind where she belongs, away from our guests?
Well, I am, ma'am, but you know, I wanted to talk to you just a minute about that because you just
I'm not finished. Ruby dinner has been behind schedule all evening. And what disturbs me most is that Oswald tells me you did not have your red wine uncorked 20 minutes before serving so it could breathe.
Well, what right does Oswald have making progress reports on me? I've been a conscientious employee for the past 15 years at Rutherford House. You never liked him. You never trusted him. Why now, Millicent? Why now? Oswald, I need a word with you.
Ruby, you're becoming more like Millicent every day. You put too much NutraSweet on your prunes. Meredith, would you please console me by playing Sink the Bismarck?
Oh, hey, Baroness, maybe when you're finished, I could get a lesson or two.
Anything for you, sweetheart. Oh, you know, I can't believe your behavior. All of you. Uncle, it's not right to make light of Ruby's emotions. She's upset. And Cameron, where do I even start with you? Your fiance was just killed, murdered even, and yet you sit around here displaying your foolishness.
Listen, I don't need some Alice in Wonderland telling me what to think.
Do you think, Cameron? I wonder.
Listen, Camille, where were you when your sister was shot?
How dare you imply that I would kill my own sister? Sarah was probably the only one that listened to me besides Uncle Oswald. She listened to me, cared for me, understood me. Kill my sister? Cameron, you're pathetic.
I get no respect. Well, I guess I better go get cleaned up.
And don't forget to leave your shirt open when you come back. I think it is time to entertain the troops. You know, I was the pinup girl for the Luftwaffe. I still remember when I first heard of poor Wilhelm's death. I was with my mother and my brother in Modesto.
Modesto, West Germany?
No, Modesto, California. That is where Gallo wine is made. I sang this song for Wilhelm. It was like Germany and America. They come together. Shotzi.
I'm not going to stay here and listen to this trollop thing in my house. I'm leaving. Chadwick?
Bang, bang.
Well, now that the stick in the mud is gone, let's party. I remember visiting Paris with dear Wilhelm. We would sit on the banks of the Seine and sip his favorite liqueur, peaches and cream. He would call me Peaches, and I would call him Cream. Of course, Wilhelm is no longer with us. Ozzy, darling, you come to me, I sing to you. Ready? Shotzi.
Outside the barracks, by the corner light, I'll always stand and wait.
Everyone, quiet, please. He's breathing. He's trying to say something.
Who cares about his breathing? I'm never going to sing again!
He's saying something.
Beware the guys!
What?
He's dead.
What did he say?
He said,
Beware the guys!
Which guys? You guys?
Oh, get him out of here.
ladies and gentlemen, this senseless killing must stop. I will now be conducting my parade of suspects. I will question them, and then you will have the opportunity to ask them questions of their own after I am finished. Now, after searching the entire house, I found in Millicent's bedroom a blue terry cloth robe with the monogram CW on it. Also, in the coat room, I found a Burberry raincoat, in the pocket of which I found this note. Mr. Worthleston, would you please stand? I ask you to stand because both the coat and the monogram and the note are yours. Who is Trixie?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, perhaps if I read you the note, it would jog your memory a little bit. Dear Cam, I await our twilight rendezvous, lover. We must complete our scheme before then. Signed, Trixie C.
I've never seen that note before. It must have been put in my coat to implicate me in all that's happened.
Oh.
I want to know what your blue bathrobe was doing in Millicent's bedroom. Millicent?
I'll tell you later.
Mr. Worthleston, please stand back up. Have you ever lived on the West Coast?
Not since the Beverly Hillbillies left.
Oh, so you left at an early age.
No, I was young.
What did your family do?
Well, my mother sold Mary Kay, and my father was a duke of sorts. I don't remember him much. He left when I was young.
Were you faithful to Sarah?
Of course. Mostly.
And how much do you stand to inherit from this prenuptial agreement?
I don't know. Somewhere about $6,743,281.
Okay. Well, are there any questions for Mr. Worthleston?
Out of all these people, why did you call me when you were kidnapped?
Who?
Any?
Amy Price.
Oh, I just saw your name on the guest list. I didn't know what you looked like.
Anyone else?
Did you do it?
No! Do what?
Did you kill your fiance?
No!
How long have you known the family?
Oh, I started dating Sarah about 6 years ago.
Anyone else?
That didn't say how long he's known the whole family.
Oh, I mean, you know Sarah. Well, do you know Sarah?
No, she was dead.
Well, she was rather fond of relationships. She didn't care so much for things like jewels and money. Okay. She introduced me to her family after a few dates.
A few dates. Anyone else?
Are you from San Francisco?
No, I'm from San Bernardino.
Anyone else? No one? No. All right. Next, Millicent, would you please stand? You know, Millicent, for as long as I've known you, I've never known your maiden name.
It was Bogwater.
Bogwater. Well, we're all aware that the Rutherford family business is teen spice importing, but what about your family?
Oh, they were in fish.
And chips.
And William left all of the shares of Rutherford Tea and Spice to his brother Oswald. And now that Oswald is dead, those shares become yours. So where were you when Oswald was shot?
Oh, I was in the loo.
Anyone see you?
I certainly hope not.
And now that Sarah is dead, you own an additional 30%. It pains me to ask this, Millicent, but did you kill your daughter?
Of course not.
Ever been named Trixie?
Never.
Any questions for Millicent Rutherford? Okay. Mr.
Oh, wait, there was one.
You have one?
What was his bathrobe doing in your bed?
Well, if I have to explain that to you, I mean, really.
So, I have a question. If they secretly got married, doesn't he get the shares then instead of her?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't get all of it, though. He only gets 10%.
How long have you and Chadwick been together?
Oh, we're not together. We just
Anyone
spend a
else?
little time together.
Anyone else?
How long have you and Cameron been, doing the
Well, who counts days or months or years? And sometime after he got engaged to Sarah.
Did Sarah know?
Pardon me?
Did Sarah know?
I don't think so. She was my favorite daughter. I wouldn't have wanted her to know.
What did you say?
How long ago did they get engaged?
Oh, I don't know.
Cameron?
4 years ago?
So you've been dancing for 4 years.
Well,
More like 5.
An odd couple, isn't it?
so when they're who counts?
Anyone else?
She said, boy, just into my personal life.
All right. Moving on then, if there's nothing else. Okay. Mr. Chadwick Aloysius Sterling. How long have you and Millicent known each other?
8 glorious months.
How did you meet?
We were at a mutual friend's film opening in Los Angeles.
Oh. You seem quite the traveler, Mr. Sterling.
It comes with the territory. I sell textiles.
Oh, ever live on the West Coast?
No.
Own any other industries?
I got a motel line called the Wee Willie Winky Hotels. And I sold tea on the side.
Tea.
Tea.
Where?
In the South, Louisiana, Georgia.
Okay. And just what were you doing in London?
I was meeting with an Englishman that wanted to show some interest in possibly buying some of my property.
Okay. Okay. And why did you come home early?
Well, I found out that my money had collapsed. I was bankrupt.
Chadwick, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I didn't think the time was right to tell you.
Well, it certainly was.
Well, now is not the time either.
Oh, yes, it is, Chadwick.
So, Millicent, your true colors finally come out. Your libertines and want for money just flows like the river. You only love me, which is based on a monetary income. Isn't that right?
No, Chadwick, you're wounding me.
Okay, that's enough. Any questions for Mr. Sterling?
Are you secretly married to Millicent?
I'm sorry?
Are you secretly married to Millicent?
No.
What's that sticking out of your jacket there?
Say again?
So what's that sticking out of your jacket there?
Oh, that's my airline ticket.
Oh, okay.
Anyone else? Yes?
Do you have anything to do with the Pacific Tea Company?
No, not really.
Not any longer?
Maybe.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Why did you say bang bang earlier?
Because she needed a bang bang.
Is that it?
Can you tell me who the president of the Pacific Tea Company was?
No,
Wasn't you?
that wasn't me.
Anyone else?
Bankruptcy.
Correct.
You're doing bankruptcy,
I am.
and the Pacific Tea Company's doing bankruptcy.
No, it was my Wee Willie Winkle Motels.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, moving on. Ruby Kinkbottle. Would you please stand? Would you be so kind as to tell us why Lord Rutherford left you the pink satin sheets and king-size waterbed?
Well, one afternoon I was making up the pink satin sheets on the king-size waterbed, and Lord Rutherford comes in, and he pinched me on the bum. Yeah, he did. And I looked at him, I said, Lord Rutherford, you look here. And he looks there, and I straightened him out, so to speak.
Okay, any questions for Miss Kinkbottle?
What are you doing after the show?
You want to go polish the Big Apple?
So what do you know that you spoke about in the first part of the show?
I'm sorry, what?
What do you know that keeps her from firing you?
Oh, I can't tell that.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I don't want to lose my job. I've been here for 15 years. You see that glare over there? See? If I say anything, I'm not going to have my job and I need my job.
I think tea's out of the bag already anyway, right?
Anyone else? Okay. Moving on then. Baroness. You are a well-traveled and, I'm guessing, very experienced woman. So, are you involved or have you ever been involved with anybody in this room?
Well, Oswald, who's no longer in the room, and I did some noshing in the closet earlier.
Yes, we all remember when Oswald came out of the closet. Had you ever met him before tonight?
I don't think so.
What does that mean?
Well, you meet one Rutherford, you've met them all.
How about Mr. Sterling? Any twilight rendezvous with him?
If he's asking, I'm accepting.
What about Cameron?
I don't understand why my personal life is always a topic of conversation. After all, I haven't had as much experience as the lady of the house.
Well, I never.
Oh, yes, you have.
You keep your filthy mouth off my guests and my dinner party and me and my friends.
Oh, your guests, your friends. They are not your guests, and they are not your friends. And I'm going to prove right now exactly what you are. Meine Damen und Herren, we are going to play a little game. It is called To Tell the Truth. Now, Millicent here, she claims she is a respectable widow. Black widow, maybe. I want to know who in this room has slept with or done the nasties with Millicent Rutherford. Stand up now.
That one is not telling the truth.
And what do we have? That is why the lady is a tramp. Chadwick, how do you feel about all of this?
Millicent.
Yes. Chadwick.
Is this true, Millicent?
Oh, Chadwick. I was lonely after William's death. The girl needs companionship when her hour of need. You must understand.
Oh, Millicent.
Oh, Chadwick.
I do understand.
Please forgive me.
I forgive you, Millicent. Listen,
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know who the killer is. I will need a few moments to collect my facts, but then I will be prepared to make at least one arrest. At this time, would you please open the final seal in your dossier? You will find a resolution form. You may offer your own solution to these crimes. Please fill them in expeditiously. They will be collected shortly. Justice will prevail. The truth will come to light. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, after much deliberation, I now know who the killer is. Or should I say, killers are. That's right. Two people, one duet, was responsible for offing Sarah and Oswald Rutherford. Two unfortunate members of the same amoral clan.
I object to that remark.
Overruled. Ladies and gentlemen, as Balzac said, behind every fortune there is a crime. Behind the Rutherford fortune, there is murder. The two killers were a man and a woman. But who are they? And what did they want? Well, let's look at some of the evidence. We have a limerick that tells us of an unlikely duet who lives a secret well kept. Each has a call to perpetrate one fall. Deceit is an art at which both are adept. Yes, each had a call. One killed for greed, the other, the mastermind of the plot, for revenge. The writing was on the wall. Or should I say mirror? Yes, I've waited 15 years for this. Years for revenge. But revenge for what? Well, let's find our duet. Camille?
You couldn't mean me, could you?
You're all alone tonight. An attractive, charming young lady, unescorted.
I'm not alone. My family's here with me.
Your family? Oh, you mean the family that made you a black sheep, since your father isn't alive to take care of you anymore?
Uncle Oswald took care of me.
Yes, Uncle Oswald. You two made an interesting duo. Well, his greed and your desire to get back at the family and shunned you could have motivated a little killing tonight.
No.
Many of you saw Oswald pull the gun out of his bag when he arrived tonight. After Sarah was out of the way, the call had been answered. Did you kill your Uncle Oswald?
I couldn't kill Uncle Oswald. I loved him. I couldn't kill him.
Oh, yes, she could.
No, Millicent, she couldn't. No. Oswald was the only one who treated her with any decency. If she wanted to kill tonight, she might have shot you. No, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't Camille. There is another black sheep of sorts who could have had a motive. Ruby Pinkbottom, loyal maid to the Rutherford family for so many years.
I find your accusations unfounded and appalling.
You know, it seems to me that someone who is servile to the demanding Millicent Rutherford might have expected just a bit more in the will.
I did, but I didn't kill anyone.
Ruby, I believe you. However, you do possess certain information which was essential to the solving of this case. Would you please share with us that information?
Ruby, don't say a word. If Wendell is so sure he knows who the killer or killers are, let him figure it out.
Millicent, your time will come. But first, Ruby, what can you tell us about the Rutherford Tea and Spice Company taking over a competing concern called Pacific Tea?
Oh, I remember it well. It was 2009. Oswald and William were trying to monopolize the tea business in the United States. Why, they strong-armed Pacific Tea, forced them into bankruptcy, and then bought them out for a ridiculously low price. Ruby, you're sacked. Oh, sacked? What's another pink slip?
Ladies and gentlemen, who masterminded this plot and who killed for greed? Chadwick Sterling, please stand.
Yes, what is it?
You're an entrepreneur, a man of many travels and many businesses. You and Millicent make an interesting couple. Well, she's definitely greedy, and you're...
You leave Millicent out of this.
Mr. Sterling, you've done business in the tea import industry before. Could your company been the one that William and Oswald forced into bankruptcy 15 years ago. Are you here avenging them?
Absolutely not.
Well, you were not here for the first murder and out of the room for the second.
Purely circumstantial evidence.
Well, what about your tea company?
Oh, he knows nothing of Pacific Tea.
Well, then if it's not Chadwick, there's another we could pair you with.
Who?
Cameron.
Are you done with me?
Yes.
Don't listen to him. He's lying. What's he talking about?
You trusted Cameron. But maybe you trusted him a little too much. The note from Trixie C. I await our twilight rendezvous. Lover. Couldn't you see he was using you and your daughter, Sarah?
No, I couldn't.
Mr. Worthelston, you are money hungry and you stop at nothing to get it.
No, he's lying, Millicent.
You
That's a lie.
conned Millicent, staged your own kidnapping, killed Sarah and Oswald Rutherford, and did it all for money.
No, I didn't.
Yes. Yes, you did. But you weren't alone. No. Your revengeful lover masterminded the plot. You just executed it.
I knew we had enough. We should have stopped. I told you we had enough.
You fool! Shut up! It's all circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial. Trixie C is Trixie Callahan, daughter of Thomas Callahan, the president of the Pacific Tea Company, here tonight to avenge her father's death. Death, not death. What am I saying? She came here tonight to make the entire Rutherford family pay for the destruction it caused her family 15 years ago.
You have nothing. You're crazy.
Well, I have the Pacific tea bag from your cup.
Yes, we did it. And I'm glad we did it. They ruined my papa, so I ruined them. Watch out! It's a small gun, but it shoots big bullets. Cameron, get the Mercedes. Ah! Cameron, get the ambulance instead. Never mind.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Murder at Rutherford House.